All right, for lesson 2, we're going to go ahead and clone out our new project. So I'm going to go over here to code. I'm going to click on the clone link, and I'm going to come over here to my cursor, maximize it, click clone, paste it in there, and then I'm going to clone it. I'm just going to put it on my desktop right in Python and get that going. Yes, I want to open it up. It's going to open it up nicely. It's going to put it right in here, and it's going to do its little thing. Think about it for just a second. It should be nice and good. And then I'm going to come over to the terminal. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is Python-m. I'm going to create my virtual environment. That should take just a second, and it's going to say yes. And then here I'm going to activate it. Okay, so we'll go venv. Capital S for scripts. That doesn't like it. Let's take a look. VEM. Spelled it wrong. That's okay. That just means my virtual environment's with a V. So I'm going to go VEVN, capital scripts, and activate. Again, you do not have to name this right. It does not have to be named, but it just helps when you're trying to spell things right. All right, so it is activated. We could tell it's activated over here. I could call it pretty much whatever I want. All right, now we're going to, the next thing we're going to do is activate it, and then we're going to install all our pips. So we're going to go pip install, and we're going to read the requirements document, and we're going to do that install real quick. It should just go pretty fast. And then when we're done with that, we're going to take this env file, and we're going to make a copy of it. But I'm going to do it with Claude. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm basically logged in right now, so I'm going to jump into Claude. And I'm going to say yes, one, proceed. And I'm going to take that the data from the passwords and stuff that I got in here. Let me just show you real quick. We'll click. It is right here. I'm just going to take this information right here, and I'm going to put it into cursor. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say make a copy of the .env example file and call it .env and use this information. And I'm just going to paste it in, which is just a right click. And I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to take my connection information, and it's going to make a copy of that. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to say yes. I like to do 2. So it's going to make a copy of that over here. It's going to leave this one where it is. Now if you look at it, this one is just an example of how to do it. So that's fine. So I just like to leave that how it is, and it will make another copy in just a second. Let's finish that up. Alright, so here's that file, and it will eventually edit the whole thing, put all the lines into it, which is what we like. Yep, make edits to it. Good. Not really sure why it's asking so much, but that's okay. Alright, so that is done. And last thing we need to do is go back to Heroku and set that up on the remote server. So I'm going to go back over to Heroku. I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go down here to reveal config vars. Now, the way this works and why this is important. This file here has all of your users and passwords in it. Okay, we do not send this file to GitHub. Okay, we don't want this file out there. It's only local. Okay, in fact, in your git ignore, it says don't send that up. Okay, so but the server needs this information because it has to be able to connect into this DB Connect. So the DB Connect is calling that information right here. Okay, so in order for it to work, it has to have that information. Okay, so what we do is we just set that information on the server. So I'm going to come back to the server, and right here, if I make these config vars exactly how they were named on the other side, then we know it'll work. So if I come over here and go to env, and I grab the DB host, and I can put that in right here, and I can grab the actual host and put that in right here, and click add. Now, 99% of the problems you're going to have on this assignment is you did not put this in correctly and this incorrectly. You got a space somewhere. So if you go to the front, of this file, It's not going to let you edit it once it's in there. It won't let you edit it, but you can look and see if you got spaces. You put a space in there, it's not going to work. Okay, so be careful with how you do it. Let's grab the next one. I'm going to grab DB user and put that in here and grab the username. I like to do the double click. When you do the double click, it seems to only get the part. So I just double clicked, grabbed it, and put it in. Grab the password, put it in, and then we'll do the last one of DB name and put it in, and DB name and put it in. Add it, and then I like to delete this one at the top. We don't need that one since we have the others here. So that is lesson number 2. What we did was we put in the configuration variables inside Heroku, inside settings. We also set up our clone here. Okay, so we cloned the whole database and we made our virtual environment. We installed our packages and we made a copy of the env file and put in our passwords into it there. And that's pretty much it.